Recon Expert is sad, and the only way to cheer her up is to subscribe and drop a like on the video right now. Here she is vibing out. If you want to keep her this happy, make sure you comment right now, "I love you, Recon Expert." It'll make her day. So it was an interesting morning in the Fortnite community. This is something that nobody really saw coming. It's either really good or really bad depending on which way you look at it, but regardless, we're going to go over everything you need to know about what happened this morning, as well as more theories about the Doomsday event. Make sure to drop a like, subscribe, follow my Caffeine.tv live stream via the link below, as well as use my support a creator code in-game, Pineapplez YT, to support me and keep me giving gifts back to you guys on a daily basis. So you may have heard by now, but I found out this morning by going on Twitter, and one of the very first things I saw was this tweet from Fortnite, which says the new launch date for Chapter 2, Season 3 is June 11, which kind of surprised me. This is the second time they have delayed the season start, and you could argue it's for the coronavirus, with people working from home, not being in person, and probably being a little less effective than they normally are. That's probably a decent part of it. But I find it hard to believe that's the only reason why. I kind of feel like, for whatever reason, they may not be entirely prepared for the event. For whatever reason, they may have some finishing touches to deliver. I'm hoping it's that one right there. I'm hoping what they're doing is giving themselves more time to make sure everything is perfect. They could probably release the event and the season as scheduled, but they want to make sure there are no bugs. They want to make sure everything is exactly as intended, so I guess I can't blame them there. Epic sort of elaborated on their decision in this news post. They say, "Hey everyone, in an effort to get everything ready for Chapter 2 Season 3, we're extending Season 2 by 1 week. The new launch day of Season 3 will be Thursday, June 11. Also, make sure to check out a one-time only live event called The Device, now scheduled for Saturday, June 6 at 2 p.m. EST. Please show up 30 minutes early to help secure your spot because space is limited." This is very vague and doesn't really tell you exactly why they're extending the season and the event. However, it is interesting that they say in an effort to get everything ready, that's why they're extending the season by a week. I would imagine, like I said before, they're just trying to be perfectionists and trying to get everything completely perfect before the season goes live. Can't say I exactly blame them, but more so than anything really, it's just disappointing when we were expecting the event to be in just 2 days and the new season to be in exactly 6 days from now. One thing that's worth noting though is currently, as I recorded this video, in the lobby of Fortnite, you can still see that timer with a countdown of 2 days roughly on it, which of course was the original event date before this whole thing got delayed. So I'm wondering whether or not they just haven't updated that yet, if that's some sort of a glitch, or if maybe they're still contemplating the idea of having the event as scheduled. I would say probably not on that front, or they wouldn't have made the official announcement. I'm guessing within a few hours of this video being up, or maybe when the video is up already, they would have fixed that countdown by maybe possibly taking it out of the game completely, or just readjusting it to say 9 days instead of 2. Assuming that this new event date stays as scheduled, as well as the new season's release date, we are 88% of the way through the season with exactly 2 weeks left until Chapter 2 Season 3, which is a little later than we were expecting for sure, but I'm still equally as excited for the event as well as the new season. And you know, here is a silver lining for this thing getting delayed. I know a lot of you guys are grinding for your Golden Peely and Golden Agents, and now you've got exactly 1 more full week to get in those challenges and get them completed. And who knows, maybe Epic will unlock something for us to use in the last week that was extended here for this season. Maybe there will be some overtime challenges, maybe there would be some kind of increased XP rate or some other challenge you can unlock or rewards you can earn. Now, I'm not saying that's for sure at all, that's just me guessing, but I could totally see it. Anyway, this next bit is really interesting. So I first saw this in my streams with people saying, "Dr. P, have you experienced any sort of shaking in game?" And no, it's not a meme about the Kraken event. I'm serious. Have you experienced any sort of shaking or earthquake-like symptoms while playing Fortnite? And personally, I have not, but I saw a lot of people talking about it, so I decided to do a little bit of research. Eventually, I came across this post on Reddit by Yeetman26. I love the name, bro. But he says, "I don't know if this has been in the game for a long time or not, but am I the only one who hears this weird sound in the middle of a game? It sounds like a Kingsman is getting opened or something. I believe it's the hatches around the agency. It just really reminds me of the earthquakes back in Season 7. Can someone give me answers, please, or am I just glitching? Boomer4883 responded and said, so many people are talking about weird sounds at a point where Epic could just pass off small glitches as another side effect of the Doomsday machine malfunctioning. We believe, at least, that the reason the storm currently in-game is so wonky with these strange patterns is a direct result of what's going on with the Doomsday device. We believe that Midas is seeking full control of the storm to dictate it at his will, and because the device has started activating a little bit, the storms have become irregular, which makes a lot of sense. And I'm also wondering what other things could come of the Doomsday device malfunctioning. Could there be other glitch type things that happen in the game? I talked about that a little bit in my last video yesterday, and it's really interesting. And that was not the first person I saw on Reddit talking about other stuff and weird things happening in the game. I even did a quick YouTube search to see if anyone had posted about it, and sure enough, there is a very popular clip going around right now about this actually happening, and plenty of YouTube videos, one even by a very big channel, covering this thing that is allegedly happening. So with that said, I've got a question for you guys and a homework assignment for you here in quarantine. Yes, I know, homework's a scary word, I know, but just do it for me. Go into game, and when you're playing naturally, if you ever notice an earthquake or anything resembling an earthquake or any strange noises or anything like that, take a clip of it if you can, or a picture, or whatever you can do, and send it to me on Twitter, or at the very least go in the comments section and tell me that you experienced it. I'm very curious, and I'm putting together a graphic that will help detail exactly how many players, at least that view me, have witnessed something like this in-game for themselves. Again, guys, I know people are going to be very disappointed that the event for this season, as well as next season, got delayed by a week, but at the end of the day, yes, it is disappointing, but it's only 1 week, gamers. Come on, the gamer community, especially the Fortnite gamer community, are epic gamers, and they can handle 1 week of a delay. The important thing to remember is we're still going to get our live event. Midas's Doomsday plan is still going to be revealed to us on June 6th at 2 p.m., only 1 week delayed. We're still going to get a brand new season, only 1 week delayed, and at least I would hope that because of this delay, Epic Games is going to have something absolutely incredible planned for us once we finally get to see it. And remember, I would guess about 3 to 4 days before the start of the season, so probably just about right after the event actually happens on June 6th, we'll start to get actual teasers on Twitter, on Instagram, that they'll put out over the course of the days leading up until the next season to give us a good idea about what to expect. There's also a good chance Xbox or PlayStation stores could end up leaking the Battle Pass early like they've done several times for past seasons, so there's still a lot to look forward to, and there is a lot more time now to build hype for the event to make sure that every single person that plays the game, or maybe doesn't even play the game anymore, knows that this event is happening, because I've said this once and I'll say it again, Fortnite's events are the reason it's as big as it is. It's a fun game, definitely, but it's broken all kinds of records for people playing simultaneously when these events happen, and truthfully, the Travis Scott event that just happened about 3 or 4 weeks ago, it literally broke the record for the most amount of people playing Fortnite at one time. So people who think Fortnite is dead or dying, that is just false. That is a complete lie. This game honestly has so many people playing it now, it's doing just fine for itself, and Epic Games is keeping the game up well, regardless of what you really think about the controller stuff and all this stuff that's been going on around the competitive community lately. At the end of the day, it's still a good game, and they are going to break records, I'm sure, with this event coming up here in just over a week, because now, like I said, there's more time for people to get ready and prepare. School isn't really happening right now, and even if it is, maybe you're in quarantine, so it's shut down regardless, but maybe people would get off school if it was a normal circumstance, or people will try and weasel their way out of work if that's when they work, just so they can come here and everyone experience this one-time live in-game event for themselves, because we have not had an event like this in over 8 or 9 months, and when it finally happens, I'm going to be so excited. My hype level is just going to continue to build until we get to be 1 minute before the event, and that's when it's really going to hit me. And I know that sounds kind of corny to get so excited over an event and some video game and some virtual pixels, but guys, it's fun. It's the best part of the game for me, and I can't wait.